My name is Justin, and I love exploring new businesses. There's always one part of the process that troubles me, though. It's that question, how much will they pay? It troubles me because we can't simply ask customers, hypothetically, how much would you pay for this? Because they don't know. Now, if we want to know how much they'll pay, we need to test their behavior. We want to present them with a product and get them to give us real money for it. And ideally, we want to do it before the product is real. We want to do it when the product is just an idea. So, how can we do that? Well, luckily, we have Kickstarter. When Pebble raised $10 million for their watch on Kickstarter from customers, they did something special. They sold the idea of Pebble. So I realized, hey, I should do the same thing for my next project. My next project was a smartphone app called Bounce. It helps you be on time. So if I was going to run my own Kickstarter project, I'd need to know my goal. But of course, to figure out my goal, I need to figure out an appropriate price. And of course, to figure out my optimal price, I need to know how much they'll pay. So it's at this point I got really confused. I had thought that Kickstarter solved this problem, but it turns out they didn't. Kickstarter tells us, will someone pay at a certain price point? What I needed was a combination A/B test plus Kickstarter, so I could plug in different prices and figure out the optimal price point. What I needed wasn't crowdfunding, it was crowd testing. And of course, exploring this idea, I actually came up with a number of differences between crowdfunding and crowd testing. In crowdfunding, the goal is to fund a product, whereas in crowd testing, it's to test a product or a particular hypothesis of it. When we're crowdfunding, we want to market to all of our customers, but in crowd testing, we want to market to enough customers to run our experiment, and that's it. And in crowdfunding, we want to optimize our total revenue, but in crowd testing, all we care about is optimizing revenue per visitor. So with this in mind, I went back to Kickstarter and then quickly realized there's no way they're going to let me A/B test on their platform. But luckily, we don't need their platform anymore. They've done such a good job that consumers are now comfortable supporting crowdfunding projects that are not on Kickstarter. App.net raised over $800,000. Lockatron has raised over $2 million, and neither of these are on Kickstarter. So, I forked Self-Starter, an open source crowdfunding platform, and then A/B tested the heck out of Bounce's crowdfunding campaign. I A/B tested the messaging, I A/B tested the video, and of course I A/B tested the price. Along the way, I found out the answer to my question. At $5, 1.4% of visitors will pay for Bounce at 7 cents a visitor. At $10, 1.5% of visitors will pay for Bounce. That's 15 cents a visitor. So how much will they pay? At least $10 for Bounce. What's amazing about these metrics isn't their magnitude. It's not even that one metric is more than double the other. What's amazing about these metrics is that I know them before I built my product. Imagine if you knew exactly how much your product was worth before you built it. No more guessing how big your team should be. No more guessing how much investment you need. No more guessing how long until profitability. No more guessing if you should keep going. That's the benefit of crowd testing. A way to guess less. And one more note about crowd testing. In order for us to do it in a sustainable way, we need to do it responsibly. It means no misleading our potential customers. So for tips on how to do that and more details on the experiment, we set up a blog with some posts at bit.ly/crowdtesting.